Smartest thing you will ever hear about the NBA GOAT debate comes from two of our greatest players, Kevin Garnett and Dwayne Wade.
Nope. It's the greatest of generations. Like, I know, you know what I mean? Like, I know.
It's GOATs of eras, bro. It's GOATs of eras.
And that's how we should leave it. It's eras. He is the GOAT of this era.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be another person that's going to come.
Contested.
And he's going to do something that we ain't never seen before.
And he's going to be the GOAT of that era.
That sounds reasonable, but it's completely wrong. Jordan retired in 2003, while LeBron James was drafted in 2003. Both players would definitely dominate any era of basketball, and it's a fair comparison because of that. And now that LeBron James has won another ring, his fourth to be exact, the debate for many LeBron fans is over. LeBron James is now the GOAT in their eyes. Rings aren't everything. We have to start with rings because MJ has 6 to LeBron's 4. Additionally, this is the laziest argument Jordan fans will try to use due to their diminished basketball acumen. If we use that, then we have to say Bill Russell is the GOAT over Jordan with 11 championships, or Duncan and Kobe are far superior to LeBron with 5 to LeBron's 4. People try to say MJ played in a tougher era and today's league is soft. Another subjective and lazy argument, but facts show that LeBron has played in a tougher era. LeBron would have 5 or 6 rings had it not been for the super team era. The Warriors assembled the greatest team of all time with 4 Hall of Famers just to beat LeBron in 2016 when the salary cap hit a record high that allowed Golden State to sign Kevin Durant to a 73-win Golden State team. LeBron should not be punished for being in an era that has allowed Kevin Durant to join the Golden State Warriors. Jordan fans will constantly use LeBron's finals record against him with 6 finals losses. Jordan won 6 with 6 finals MVPs, but would you rather have LeBron lose in the conference finals and have a perfect finals record? Jordan fans especially forget that basketball is a team game. MJ had Phil, Scott, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr, and others. Right? LeBron lost in 2018 to the Kevin Durant-led Warriors. Kyrie Irving left 2015 with no Kyrie or Kevin Love due to injury in 2014 to 4 Hall of Famers who beat him. Again, LeBron had aging help in 2007 when he took the worst supporting cast to the finals. And the only real blemish on his record is when they lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. All right. But aside from that finals, LeBron has been in the NBA finals for 10 of the last 11 years and has put up all-time great numbers in every finals except for 1. LeBron is not the reason why his teams lost in the finals. For people who criticize LeBron's finals record, look at his stats. LeBron individually has more records in the NBA finals than anyone in NBA history. The list is endless and too long to read. Let's just take a look at all the accolades. So forget about the 4 and 6 in the finals. That is a team accomplishment. Here are what the individual numbers show. And LeBron has been a bona fide best player on 3 different teams that won NBA championships. Rings matter, but ring count is not the end of the argument. That's a lazy argument for the lazy logic of Jordan fans. LeBron James just makes his teammates better. If Michael Jordan was better than LeBron James, wouldn't he have just won more without Scottie or Phil Jackson in the regular or postseason? Regardless of who LeBron James plays with or who coaches him, he finds a way to win in the regular season and the postseason. LeBron James has been to the finals with 3 different teams and 5 different head coaches, and LeBron James is the number 1 factor in every championship run. He's the only player in NBA history to be in the top 10 in scoring and assists, and LeBron will be the all-time leader in points scored when his career is over. He's already passed MJ, and Kobe just needs to pass Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, if we're talking about Michael Jordan, he has the clutch factor. If 10 seconds on the clock and I need 1 basket to be scored to win the game, I'm definitely going to be giving the ball to Michael Jordan for any clutch shot. Jordan has the clutch gene. But when we're talking about the game of basketball, right, LeBron James has the IQ. He has the mentality to lead a team, to make guys better, to help guys excel in roles that they are unfamiliar with. You know, when we look back on who had the best teams, you know, when we look back, LeBron's best team was in 2013 with the Miami Heat. Jordan's best team was the greatest team of all time that went 72-10 and won an NBA title. LeBron never had that type of help, or at least to that degree, but got to the finals almost every year. You know, even take this year. You know, if we look at this year as an example, LeBron James and AD are considered two great players with a below average roster. Yes, Jordan had to play with the hand check, but LeBron had to evolve through multiple eras, rules, and styles of play. Big man dominated the league when LeBron entered in 2003. Everything just all of a sudden changed, and LeBron James had to adapt. LeBron James had to reinvent his game. And because of that, because of adding the three-point shot to his game, he's now 15th all time on the three-point shooting list. When we look at LeBron James, you guys, when we look at his skill set, when we look at the accolades, when we look at the players that he's had to play with, when we look at the teams that he's had to play against, when recency bias fades, when Jordan fans start to study the game, the one thing that will be clear is that LeBron James is the best basketball player that we've ever seen. And then there's really no question about it. But you know what? But that's my take. That's my take. That's my gift to all of you LeBron fans. All of you LeBron fans who have been dying for a really strong argument on how to make a clear and concise argument if LeBron James is the GOAT. This is how you do it. You break it down with basketball. You stay factual and you don't get emotional. And at the end of the day, we're talking about two great generational talents. I think you really can't go wrong when selecting between the two players if you're building a team. You may construct them differently, but you really can't go wrong. I'm not a fan of comparing players from different eras. It's just too hard to predict how a player can perform with certain rule changes, with the addition of, let's say, the three-point line or the extending of the three-point line and things of that nature. It just leaves too much to doubt, and you end up with too many if scenarios. So because of that, I like to keep my opinion on who the GOAT is very reserved. I like to keep the door open, especially since LeBron James is in his 17th year and continuing. He looks as if he's going to play into his 20th year. So for me, the door is still open. All right. And whoever is number one, they can't be taken down. I really hope that all of you Jordan fans out there can be better students of the game. Stop using the 6-0 argument so much, because you diminish your own credibility. And what you open the door for is you allow for people who actually study the game to out-debate you with logic and basketball common sense. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about the GOAT argument. Does LeBron James have a very credible chance of getting to that number one spot? Is Jordan locked to that number one spot forever in your mind? And I want you to ask yourself, if you do have Jordan at number one, are you using biases to put him there? Are you using nostalgia to put him there? And if you are, then your debates and your premises will be flawed. But hey, this FYF Sportsman has been another great video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment on this video. I want to know who's the GOAT for you and why. All right. I really want to put the challenge out there for Jordan fans to make the case for Michael Jordan without saying the 6-0. Because just like Bill Russell, who's 11-1 in the NBA Finals, when you start yelling out the ring count so much, you forget about what the player actually did on the court. And just like Bill Russell was diminished over time, Jordan would be diminished over time because Jordan fans can't explain why Jordan was actually great on court. You know, I think this is one of the reasons why Michael Jordan came out with The Last Dance, to remind people, because too many people were saying 6-0, 6-0, 6-0. But hey, that's just my opinion. FYF Sports, man, been another great video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're grinding to 20K. All right. But we'll be back with more GOAT talk. Make sure you guys join our live chat. And again, if you want to spark up a debate on this topic, just let me know. But until then, it's FYF Sports, and I'm out.
Sincere.